Consumers are likely to see interest rate relief anytime soon. In fact, they're not likely to see interest rate relief anytime soon. That's the view of economists and financial planners who are now predicting a cut at the end of the year rather than in July, as previously suggested. Newzroom Africa's business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, explores just how consumers are coping ahead of tomorrow's rates announcement.
Cash-strapped consumers will have to find other ways to stay afloat for a little bit longer. That's as skyrocketing inflation drives the interest rate narrative of higher for longer. And financial planners are concerned that there's just no wiggle room left for consumers.
How do you budget your way out of poverty? How do you budget your way out of such a difficult situation where people's budgets have hit rock bottom?
While the rise in the cost of goods and services, including the cost of borrowing, have been fueled by structural economic issues, and there seems to be little that consumers can do, Sitaki has offered tips on how to navigate this period.
Do your groceries in a very smart way, try to cut costs wherever you can, but people have hit rock bottom. And I think the message that we're trying to get out to you consumers is that just to stay afloat.
Putting food on the table has become a mounting cost, with the latest data from the Household Affordability Index showing that the average food basket now costs more than 5,200 Rand a month. A financial education consultant says food is not the only thing eating away at consumers' income, especially those earning 12,000 Rand or less a month.
We're talking about food insecurity, but so many people that we see, transport is a huge issue.
At least one non-profit organization is working to make food more affordable through the recently launched Aquaphonics Training Center in Randburg, Johannesburg, a partnership between Fresh Ministries, Rotary International, and the Desmond Tutu program. It aims to end food insecurity by providing sustainable food sources amid rising food prices. The system cultivates fish and plants together in a recirculating ecosystem.
We feed the fish in the tanks, and then the fish, they produce waste, and the waste goes into the system where there's filtration, breaking all the ammonia down into nitrites and nitrates, which is good for the plants.
The center has the potential to harvest more than 4,000 plants, from tomatoes to cucumbers and herbs. It's off the grid and has a water borehole, which cuts operational costs, making the produce more affordable for consumers and creating entrepreneurship opportunities for communities in which it operates, particularly women and youth, the hardest hit by unemployment.
It's throughout the year. It's now in your community. You will save all of that. And it becomes the ownership sits with the community.
In the last monetary policy meeting, the governor reiterated that the Reserve Bank does not target raising interest rates, but inflation.
Inflation is eating people's disposable income and thus constraining their ability to spend.
All 23 economists interviewed for the Reuters poll expect the Reserve Bank to keep rates steady at 8.25% on Wednesday. For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.